Today we have concretized because they started a medical school 10 years ago. Today they have 5 schools of medicine. And as you know that MKU, among the East African university, was actually rated the best university in medical school. So our interest here and his visit is really to cement that collaboration so that we can be able to have exchange of staff and exchange of students. And when we talk about exchange of staff and exchange of students in the world of today, we don't want to have, when possible, we'll have the physical movement. But otherwise, we have got the facilities here to be able to teach the medical student from Namibia. And at the same time, they have the facilities on the other side to be able to have their lecturers becoming visiting academics through webinars. And therefore, we are looking for that kind of collaboration to share that intellectual aspect so that they can also grow and be able to enrich our programs. We talk about memorandums of action. In that memorandum, there are deliverables with timelines. So we are hoping, we are saying that once it has been signed by the vice chancellors, that memorandum becomes active and the collaboration starts tomorrow.
So the memorandum we have witnessed here is institutions of learning, or especially institutions of higher learning in Africa, must collaborate. We must exchange information, the good practices, knowledge, and we must train our youth to the best of their ability. We want them to become real scientists, not just any paper you get from a university does not make you a person who could rescue your community from all these problems, bringing them water, finding minerals that are now being used to create batteries that will help us not to reduce the emission into the air. That is the reason why we are here. We are here. You have a university with a beautiful name. First of all, as Africans, whether we like it or not, we are one. We just happen to be in different towns and different counties, but different countries, but we are one. And therefore, the more students are interacting when they are studying, when they are teaching, before they get to the level of politics or become ministers or member of parliament, it's good for us all. It's because you are not going to meet people and say, these people are just from Southern Africa, these people are just from East Africa or West Africa. We are one. Look at yourself. Some of you look more Namibian than me. And look, some Namibian, I wish I could leave them here because they look more Kenyan than Namibians. Yeah. So all these things are good. Education is good. Exposure is good. Living in other countries is also good. Visiting other countries is good. The idea that only your country is good does not take you anywhere. Some of you will end up being the president of the African Union, leaders in your own country. The more you learn about the whole of the African continent now, better for you. You will not feel stranger, to be a stranger in any part of Africa. Yeah, the procedure now is African leaders, especially your president, President William Ruto, will take lead in presenting this, not as a Kenyan document, but it's just a Nairobi declaration, but representing the will and the opinions and the views and the position of African leaders.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And what is being signed here is a reflection of what has been happening between Kenya and Namibia. They wanted to start a medical school. They needed someone who had been inducted in starting medical school. I was inducted in Moi University in Eritrea, and that was the third medical school I was now going to be involved in. And it has been a success. So when they say partnership and collaboration, it is not just mere words. Particularly now when we are going to climate change. climate change is about you people and the future. It's not about us. It's what is it that you will inherit when we are gone? What is it that you will have as an asset in terms of water, minerals, and all those natural resources which we ourselves are enjoying now? We would like you to enjoy the same weather and the same resources. And this partnership is about the politicians have broken the borders, and now the technical people like you and us must cross those borders and must work together. I'm very passionate about the exchange. I spent some time in the UK and in the US, and I grew tremendously as a result. I sent students from Namibia School of Medicine to Kenya, and when they came back, they said, but things can be done differently. That was the first time they saw that medicine for HIV/AIDS can be delivered at home by health workers. They had never experienced, and they were accompanying these health workers to their homes to go and deliver medicine. When they came back, they said we'll change the system. So please, count on me. We will be doing some training here and some training in Namibia. So you're most welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.